Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. Welcome back to another tarot reading. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you today. And this general reading consists of me doing it for the highest good intention of all. And yeah, so let's just get the generalness going. And I hope you're all having a great day today. So the general energy is today. We have the Magician and we have the King of Wands. Whoa, okay. Very interesting. So our general energy is very much... We have that one that flipped over. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man. Very interesting. Just remember, please subscribe if you're new, and also like the video and comment if you resonate. And also leave a timestamp on where you're commenting of, so then I know. That would be really amazing. It's just something that I noticed, and I thought that I would mention that. Alright. Also, I have personal readings. Check them out in the description. I'd love for you to do that. Only if you feel like it at the end of the day. Okay, there's so many energy cards coming out. There's the Magician, King of Wands, Hangman, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So these cards just give me a sense of kind of being in a certain energy. So the King of Wands really gives me a knowing. That's what I get from that one, just knowing what's good, the direction, the way forward. It's a definite infinite feeling. That's what I get from that one today. We have the Sacrifice and Release, the Hanged Man. So yeah, manifestation is taking place, and you just know, you're in that knowing state. The Hanged Man is sacrifice and release. I feel like something has been sacrificed and released. And is very interestingly enough, the Queen of Cups is giving me compassion, control, strength, courage, all these kind of interesting energies, and they're actually beautiful, all combining together to being actually amazing. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is just I think there has been an offer made on your side, maybe. It's so interesting. I feel like you have offered to catch up with someone or do something, or I feel like there's been an offer, and I don't feel like it has come from another side, because I feel like today there is the Magician card. I feel like manifestation is trying to be taking place. So weirdly enough, I just get that feeling that you have offered something. So the Devil card has come out, and that's giving me playfulness. And material, and maybe being oppressed by the situation. Maybe it is showing that whatever is going on right now, it needs to be just not focused on. The sacrifice and release thing is really coming out right now. It needs to be just sacrifice and released, and just just disconnect from it, as much as it might annoy you. It's very interesting, these feelings I'm getting. I just did a reading just before, and I stopped it because I was feeling really funny, so I had some water, and I started again. And this reading is so similar, and it's just in a different way. It's so interesting. We have the High Priestess, so it's very much giving divine truth, divine intuition, just disconnect, this person didn't say no. I feel like that's what I'm getting. This person didn't say no. Okay, they probably didn't. They probably just have something to do, and then they feel like they have time for you later. Is that what it feels like? That's the feeling I'm getting. And also, I feel like this reading is so interesting to me that this is coming out. That's the thing, right? That this is different. It seems different lately. I've been doing my readings for a while now, and they were interesting, and now they so different now. Okay, do I need any more cards, please? Okay. So we have the Judgment card. Yeah, so that could be at work, but I feel like they're probably at work, in the sense of when they're socializing and things. I feel that's probably work. That's probably some sort of form of, work. That's what I get. So the Judgment card has come out, and I feel this is really a sense of maybe what I was feeling before about how this is different. there is a sense of like the universe like kind of looking down at this and judging the situation with like the highest intent for both parties. And I feel like on the other side there's a lot of pondering going on, but like I feel like on both sides, but like mostly maybe like on your side there is a lot of thinking. I feel like there might be some work being done today, or there might be some like, you know, like doing stuff, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of thinking. And from what I was getting before is that this thinking is going to be thinking about, like, you know, it's just interesting that this thinking is going to happen when I think the message before was that it needs to be sacrificed, released, and stuff like these things that you're thinking about. So the Judgment card has really come out down here, I think, because the thinking is commencing. You know, like I think that is something that need to be looked at. If I was to like do it. So, and then the Emperor's come out. So the Emperor is giving me the vibe of like the energy of this other person that's, you know, like being thought about. I think that their energy is very like divine, like maybe like very dual, but like this is like very like earthly, fiery energy where, you know, like this person is very structured and controlled, and they are very balanced in the things that they say and do, I guess. And like even when someone says something to that person, I'm guessing they're like very balanced. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like the situation has just got a lot of disconnect. Like that's probably like the message today is like disconnect. We'll carry on, but there is this sense of winning at all costs. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So there is this frustration on your side. I feel like because you really want something really badly sometimes. I feel like sometimes you can, you know, like in general, like anyone could feel this way, but they could get like a little frustrated if they don't get what they want. So I feel like this winning at all costs card is really going to show that I feel like you're probably going to do the right thing, which is probably disconnect. And there's still going to be a little bit of thinking going on. But the 5 of Cups here is really going to show that like there has been some thinking also of like moving on from the situation, and, you know, like really looking at things and really like contemplating like between two sides and being like, should I stay or should I go? Like I feel like these things are kind of like happening, but I feel like in the sense of what I'm looking at here is that patience has been coming up a lot in my readings lately, and calming the mind has been coming up a lot recently as well. So we have Justice. So Justice is very much giving me the sense of like you have won. So I think in the sense of this reading today, you're going to be like walking away from those things. Yeah. You're going to be like moving through it, you're getting to the next thing, and you're going to really get through it. Because that's like that card, and we have this one. So very interesting. So the Justice is really giving me that you are going to win when it comes to, you know, like your own like internal battle about whatever's going on. I really do feel these things right now. So whoever this is for, if you resonate, let me know. If it's not for you, then it's not for you today. So yeah, we have the 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8 of Cups, and I really feel like that's like moving through it, you know, like getting through it, you know, it all kind of happens. Sometimes it can be really heavy. I do get like this card is the 9 of Swords, and it does seem like there is going to be some like loss of sleep. And that's all I get from that. So moving through it, like I feel like moving through it, loss of sleep, it's just very interesting. Like I can't say like if this person's going to come in or not. Like there's nothing there, but I feel like there's been an offer from your side to someone else or to something else, and it's to do with the manifestation. It's very interesting. I almost think like there is this impression to this manifestation, you know, like I'm getting like that vibe where like there almost is. There is the head over heart So King of Swords, head over heart. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking just now. I was like, there is an oppression to this manifestation, and it's this connection, or it's this person that you're thinking about. Then the manifestation is not this person, essentially. Okay, yes, like head over heart came out, the King of Swords, and then 5, 6, 7, the Eight of, like the Eight of Wands, and it just says direct action. Like it's really taking a direct route forward with using your head over heart. So from this, it's very interesting. This person is very interesting. This person, I really need to do some clarifications on this person. The King of Cups. So this person is being very romantic towards you right now. I looked up and it was 11:11. I don't know if that means anything. I actually do. But like, that's so cute. But like, this person is very romantic towards you. They really like you. I think they really have this sense of like, romance for you. That's what I'm getting. Like romantic. Very interesting. There's this directness there, right? There's head over heart, directness. All right, is there any more that needs to come out just to clarify anything in this situation in these cards? We have like the moving from darkness into hope. It's just like very interesting today to me. I feel like I did get that. The Sun. Okay. Wow. Okay. So manifestation, just knowing, sacrifice and release. Okay, be patient. I was getting that patience and the star, hope and faith and rejuvenation and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna just go on to some more cards because this is so intriguing. I don't know, maybe I find this so interesting and some people like actually don't, but I find all these readings so intriguing. Okay, we'll do a daily affirmation really quickly and see what we get for this one. These ones are just randomly flipped over already. Alrighty, the devil. Okay, the devil's there too. I have the power to free myself and create the future I deserve. This is kind of exactly what I was feeling. Like, I'm getting weird feelings from this. There is this sense of like manifestation taking place, and there is this person that is really trying to get you to be obsessed with them. Okay? That's what I'm getting. They're going to cause like no sleep. They're going to be like very much like getting you to be in your head over your heart and your logic brain. And they're going to just like come in and be all like romantic and stuff. And they're going to mess with you. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to mess with you. But you know. And I feel like you have known this. I was going to say it's a beautiful reading, but like I was really interested in like, the feelings I've been getting throughout. This person is trying to mess with you. Oh. All right. I want to clarify the person that this is. The person that I felt, like I feel like there's been an offer from your side to someone else's side, and whoever that person is has been messing. They're gonna mess, or they're trying to mess with you. That's abundance. They're gonna come across like they are so in this energy, and I feel like you've inspired them to do that for some reason, but I feel like they're gonna be influenced by something. A need. So the first one that came out here is abundance. So I feel like the thing that they're attracted to most in life is money. Very much interestingly enough, I'm getting a lot of like the devil coming at me right now. There's two devils there, and then we've got that one. Like this is their main aim in life is money. It's not really abundance, it's money. That's what I'm getting. It's greed. I'm getting greed from that one. Because I feel like they have taken up an offer that is to do with like status. Interestingly enough. We have the Page of Wands, and I feel like this is definitely giving this new sense of like they are kind of like coming into like this place where like maybe they are being renewed. They're very dual, so like they're very balanced at the moment, but at the same time they have such a serious need for like the pain to go away. My nose is getting so itchy right now. They have such a need for the pain to go away. Why would I get an itchy nose and say they need to have a need to have the pain go away? I'm literally getting weird thoughts, and I can't even talk about that on YouTube. So if you know what I'm talking about, like, I need the pain to go away, and I'm doing that. Like, I'm just getting a weird itchy nose as I was like reading this. I really feel like this has got something to do with addiction, and it's got something to do with drugs. So this, very interestingly enough, like that's not the greatest feeling in the world. I never really wanted to go there, but my nose is so itchy. It's just so itchy right now. It's so messed up. Okay. Yeah. They have a need. Damn, it's so itchy. They have a need to be freed from like this pain. You know, like, and when I was reading that, it was really showing me like, you know, the physical feeling. This card is like a balance card, but it's like a toxic balance. It's like their balance is the opposite way of the way it's meant to be. Like, is that possible? You know how you like balance it this way, but their balance is like this way. I don't know what that means. Okay, right? I don't know what that means, but it's the opposite of balance. It's the opposite balance. It's like inverted balance. If you look at these two cards, see how they're opposites? Literally, the Magician is that way, manifestation. This card here is the Two of Pentacles, and it's doing the opposite way, and the arms and stuff is surrounded by the snake. And what I'm getting from this is their balance is off. You know, like their balance is off, and it's the complete opposite way that it should be. But they come through like they're dual, like they have the Chariot. They're very direct, like they are very strong. I feel like they're just balanced in the opposite way, and I don't know what that means. Okay, like I would love to know what that means. Balanced in the inverted way, like I don't know. Like that's exactly how I feel about it. And we have the Knight of Wands here. Interesting. The Knight of Wands, they're gonna come in. They come in and they have pain and stuff, but like they're bringing in the pain. They're bringing the pain. I only say that because why did I say it like that? It's so scary. The Ten of Swords. Right. This is giving me funny feelings. This reading, you know. Ten of Swords is really just like pain. They're gonna bring the pain. Why? Happy surprise, yeah. The Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Death card, and then Happy surprise. So It's going to be like defensive. You're going to be very defensive, and it's like blind to it. But like at the same time, you're just not going to be affected. There's going to be a rejuvenation. There's going to be a happy surprise. I don't know. I just feel like it's very interesting, the happy surprise thing coming out. I think this is like the thing that they do. The situation seems really toxic, at least from what I see and feel from all of this. I'm going to move on to the hidden heart secrets, and I really want to like expose what is going on both sides. The first one will be for your side, and then the second side will be for them. I really just want to like see what's hidden. You know, let's expose some stuff today. Okay, so your cards are clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. You have finality, farewells, leaving behind, and closure. Yeah, kind of thought so. And the other one here is open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So I really think that you're going to be leaving this situation. At least that's what this suggests. But everyone has free will, so you never know. I think you're going to be so receptive to the empathy of others, and you're just like going to be vulnerable in a way that's going to heal you. And I think there are people, and if there's not people, then I think that you are at a point where I think you have got to a point where you're so clear and you have the highest intentions and you're very honest with yourself and others, and you're just like ready, right? So I feel like that's being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is ready, or like it's like at that point where you're just like you got to do something, and it's for your own highest good. So whatever that is, beautiful. Congratulations. Be strong. All right, so you also have exhaustion. So depletion, drained, and long journey. I can totally understand that, and I wish I could give you a big freaking hug right now. The fantasy and daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. That definitely goes with that manifestation card over there. So that's beautiful. Let's move on to the other person. We don't probably really need to know, but what is this other person's true intentions for you? Why do they do this? Why are they so adamant on wanting to hold you back or like keep you down or to keep you into that space where they have control over you? Because that's kind of what I get from this. They very much oppress you. And you may not even realize for a long time that they've oppressed you. And they just like, you know, maybe they just walk all over you. And you just like always kind of just thought that that's how people do things, right? Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. Wait, that would make sense. I was like saying at the beginning of this reading that there was like you offered them something, but they're like doing something else, right? I literally said that. They're like sidetracked, you know, being delayed from coming in. I had a crazy feeling that they were going to come in today, but confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. I think they feel your disconnect, right? I think this is like an energetic disconnect that's been happening. Obsession. Addictions come up. Adoration and infatuation. So they could have many addictions. They could want to keep you around because they're obsessed with you. I don't like that. They could keep you around because they adore you, or like because they see you as some sort of prized possession. Infatuation, obsession, addicted to you. Maybe you just give them so much light energy and so much good energy that they can't let you go. And I don't like going there, but this is very narcissistic. 3, twin flames. Does this mean that it's on both sides? Reflection, shared feelings, mirroring. It's very interesting because I understand that and I get it. So I feel like this is definitely your twin flame. Or they at least think that they think this. They know this. They know that when they feel sad, you feel sad. They know that when you feel happy, they feel happy, and when they feel happy, you feel happy. I just get that this person really thinks that they are your twin flame. So what I'm getting from all of this is I've been trying to figure out if this person is really just doing this nefariously and like trying to do this to harm you, or if they're just like doing this because this is part of the connection and part of the lessons. So what I'm getting from this is that this is like a lesson in a twin flame connection. As much as this person really is messed up, and like I feel like they chase the wrong things, you know. I just think they have a life, and they are so in tune with something, and I think they are slowly changing. I really get that from this. I feel like you're gonna know ultimately because of the High Priestess card that's come out. But there are so many other cards that have come out right now for this person. So let's just go through those and see. Because like I was just feeling so like ill before. I was like, no, this can't be. This person seems like they're such a nice person, but it seems like they're gonna like hurt you, and I don't know, they want to be free from the pain. I really see compassion in this. I really don't see the nefarious stuff. As much as I just see that they're in pain. It's like they need help, right? They want peace. Peace came out, and they want balance, harmony, and friendship with you. So that's freaking beautiful. I think this is the most beautiful thing ever. You know, this reading may make me cry. I don't know. It's just me. But like it's getting there. The emotions are going all over the place, and not mine, but it's just the feeling of everything. Silence. Frozen. No words. Stonewall. This person struggles so hard to just express themselves on a level that is so basic. But for most and a lot of humans, it is not basic. It's so hard. I want to be just like here for people that like want to beacon for like, or an advocate. I don't know. No, I don't want to say I'm an advocate, but like, I want to just like advocate for being open and honest, and finding a safe space to be that in, because sometimes you have to pick and choose where you want to be honest with. And sometimes you have to be really strong to just open up to the whole entire freaking world. So I just think that it's beautiful, this reading. This person wants to heal deeply, and they are trying to heal deeply. But I think along the way, there are always going to be these moments where they just kind of go back, or they slip back into those old patterns, because that's what happens. If you think about you and your healing process, you slip back into old patterns sometimes. And I feel like that's just part of life. And as much as it frustrates you, it probably frustrates them when you slip back into old patterns. But they're still here, aren't they? And you're still here. And I feel like could be a toxic relationship. But I don't think it is. I think the only toxic thing about this relationship or this situation is the misunderstanding or the miscommunication or the lack of communication that goes on. We have thinking. We have missing you, craving, and desiring. They literally want you, you know, like they want you. Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. They're going through arguments in their situation. There's turbulence in their situation. Wherever they are, there is arguments and stuff like that going on. They long to be with you, and I think it's just kind of like beautiful to know that like this is hidden. These are like the hidden heart secrets from them to you. And then they have emotional storm, which is unstable, affected, and turmoil. As much as they seem this, where is it? The Emperor. As much as they have that Emperor energy, I really think underneath all of it, they are like, they're affected. I feel like they are an emotional storm, and they just like good at hiding it, you know? Like I think some people are so good at hiding it as much as it's like swirling around like this in the back of the head. So I don't know. Through life, I tend to try to like talk to people in the way like that. I'll be like, well, you know that feeling when you get, and it's like, you know, your whole brain's like this, and they're like, oh my god, yeah, that exact feeling, I get it. So I just really think that this person needs compassion, and interestingly enough, I don't see any deception. I don't see any trickery here. I just see that there is an addiction. There is a materialism thing happening, and it's not even a bad thing. It's like there could be like a greed for money and needing money for an addiction, or just things like that. So I just feel like it's a very beautiful reading, very compassionate reading, and very in-depth opening my heart reading, because it's opened my heart to something new in tarot reading. I didn't and haven't really thought that this could come through in a reading. All right, so it's been 31:31 exactly when I looked at it. Oh my god. All right, we got to move on. Let's do a shadow reading really quickly, because I feel like I was supposed to do that yesterday and I just didn't. So let's do it today. From the shadows, the universe's message today is share wisdom. The spiritual is the revolutionary, the physical is the wielding, and the kind of like the thing, you know, like the thing that I like to say that you can kind of like focus on, or like that you could do, which is very interesting. It's being the outlaw. So it says do something different. This is not do something illegal. I go, that's not what this card says. This is like do something different. Okay? Be the outlaw in your life. So if you stay inside all day, go to the park and go walk around the gardens or something, you know, like just be the outlaw of your own life. And if you drink water, then maybe get a juice today only. I don't know, treat yourself. Just be the outlaw in your own life. That's basically the kind of vibe I get from that. It's just like, that's what it's trying to ask you to do. The wielding is the physical. So that seems like it's very defensive, like put up a spiritual defense. So the wielding and the physical, so put up a spiritual defense in the physical. So what would that mean? Would that mean crystals, or maybe making like a little nice area, or a rock garden, or just like go tend to a garden? I feel like the wielding is definitely like that thing where you build your spiritual boundary in the physical. The revolutionary and the spiritual could be look into something, or try a different practice from a different, you know, like new age religion or spirituality practice, or just like find something new to like learn about today. That's what I get from that one. And share wisdom is the universe's message. So definitely feel free to share wisdom with anyone and everyone today. That's kind of what I get from that, is that I think you're a beautiful soul, and as much as the pain can last forever and ever, and it like goes and it comes and it goes, I think this is just how the like life works. And I think at a certain point it does get much easier, and the waves get less like this and they go more like this. And I think that's kind of like a beautiful way to look at it. So have hope, and just know if there is darkness, there is always going to be light, like the Hermit. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay, let's go some oracles. Let's just do one card from each, because... Hello, fairies. Oh, beautiful. I love that. Thanks for your message. I'll just get one each and I'll read them all. Gaia. We actually we'll get some of these from Gaia. We'll get 5. There we go. Oh, I feel sick. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. I'm kind of feeling this, right? I feel like there has to be, that has to relate to that situation that I was feeling before when I first started this reading. When I was thinking like maybe you've offered someone something and they've not said no or something, but they've replied, or maybe they haven't replied. So I feel like hope is always there if we can't see it. So optimistic expectations can change a negative situation to a positive one, but also being very balanced in that optimistic expectation can help you not like feel disappointed. A lot of people say that you shouldn't expect anything from anyone, and that's a sad existence, right? What a sad existence if you don't expect nothing from nobody. At least I feel extremely lonely, and I feel extremely like isolated from everything and everyone when I do that. So if I just expect that there's always a possibility that this person might be busy or something might happen that stops them from being able to do what they said they're going to do, because it's a personal thing. You know, like even in work, I feel like this kind of thing happens too. You just have to be professional about it. So I just feel like optimistic expectations are the things that you could work on. Not expecting too much or too little, but definitely looking at yourself like self-respect, but not expecting people to always be 100% on point, because we're all humans, right? Some people are like that, and I feel like, yeah, I get it. But sometimes things happen, and I think going with the flow is really the best option. Okay, we have some purification and fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness, ocean of eternal life, healing, creativity, and fertility. We have harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. We have apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear, and grief, sadness, and resurrection, loss. So I feel like there is this situation that is going to happen, and I think either way there's free will. As much as I'm trying to be compassionate and be unbiased about these situations, I really feel like there is two options to everything. And with this, it does feel like loss, grief, and sadness. I feel like loss really shows me that losing a protection, this is what I'm getting from it, losing protection or losing some sort of survival instinct, something that has been built through your life so that you can get through and cope, can be really freaking hard, and it can cause a lot of sadness and grief because you feel so vulnerable. You know, like the fire purification. Does this mean that like you just need to like light a fire or a candle or something and like do some intention stuff with it? It's very interesting. I'm getting that like purification with fire could be some sort of fire ritual. It could just be burning something old. I'm very much getting that today. I normally get that card coming out. I'm like, I don't know, burn the old. I don't know, that sounds really bad. But like, maybe if there's like an old piece of clothing or an old diary even, or a page in a diary that you're just like, this one page is the worst page ever. And, you know, like it could be the most traumatic page. And I know this seems a lot, and I know I understand why people do diaries, but like, what if you just ripped that page out and did like a really good intention and being like, I'm releasing and I'm purifying this energy from my life, and you like just burn it and put it in, burn it and put it in like in a bowl, and then afterwards just like pour water on top, and that will like do some more cleansing. I really don't know, because I'm not that much of a witch or anything like that, but I really do get that energy and that interesting vibe of like burning something old. So I would say like that diary thing seems really cool. Like I have a freaking diary. I could burn like an old song that's just like a really negative song that's like, I have a lot of that stuff. So they're like my diary entries. So I'd just go to my most negative song that I've ever written and be like, I release this. So I feel like that sounds so fun. And like, I don't know, purification of fire. So yeah, but basically I feel like loss can be really difficult, but I think there is a ways that you can also cope with that loss. So that's what I'm getting from that. I don't get that there is that much loss in like when it comes to relationships. I'm just getting that it's lost when it comes to, an old coping mechanism. Very interesting. I do think that like this is very difficult for you though. I think with this situation for some people it's very difficult. This twin flame thing, it can be so draining. It can be so draining, right? And the sun's here and the star, I don't know. I'm going to mention that again at this point. This reading's going to go for so long, but this is so in-depth and so beautiful, so I had to do it. So we had the sun, patience, and, hope and rejuvenation of faith. So it's basically like kind of coming. Whether which way you choose to go, I feel like there is going to be like some sort of rejuvenation happening. I want to move on to one last card. My apologies for going so long. And if you did get to this point, yay, long video. All right, let's get an Amazon card going. Like, holy moly, today has been epic. Whoa, we got purification fire, and I did mention water in that little thing that I was saying. But now we have Zarabeth, Diva of the element of water. Interesting. Number 24. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. Allow it is. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, exhale, and recall the sensation of being gently and lovingly caressed by a cascade of warm water. Recall the freshness, the sense of invigoration, the playfulness, the sound of splashing water, the joy, and the exhilaration. That childlike innocence is still in you, so allow yourself to feel this idyllic sensation. Recall the times you have been by water, a lake, a river, a waterfall, a sea, an ocean. Hear the soothing sounds of waves, the gentle wash, and the ebb and flow of the tide. Water is everywhere, not only in the rivers, lakes, and oceans, but also in the earth, the clouds, and plants, animals, and of course within ourselves. Allow the awareness to surface that we are a river, and the water is flowing through us back and forth, a constant toing and froing from the outer world. Water is life, and the water within us is not ours. We are simply part of this natural flow. Now, Zarabeth suggests that you drink a glass of cool, refreshing water and feel the sensation it flows into your body. Okay, I'm going to have a glass of water after this because I have that there and I don't really want to move it right now. So if you did resonate with this reading today, thank you so much for being here. If you did get to the end, congratulations, you rock. And I will see you in another one. Check out my personal readings down below. And I also want to mention, if you're new, subscribe, like, and comment. Okay, bye-bye. Take care, and I might see you in another one today.